Hello, everyone, and happy Super Bowl Eve. It's Super Bowl Eve. Tomorrow will be the Super Bowl. Will the Chiefs cheat? Will the refs help them? What about those Eagles? Will they soar? Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? It's going to be tomorrow. Nothing we can do about it. It's about 24 hours from kickoff right now. They're going to kick off about 3:30 our time here, and it's 3:36. So they can do that. I wasn't going to have a video about this. I already have my scheduled video. Like I always say, I have a video scheduled to come out on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday, and 1 on Saturday. I already had one coming out today about diet beverages, diet soda, diet pop, diet drinks, diet spirits, diet minerals, whatever you call them, diet soft drinks. And I believe the harm they can cause you. But I did a video on that. I've done a video on that before. I did another one because there's more and more evidence how harmful this can be to you. And with diabetes, they're now they're saying you can get diabetic dementia. They think a lot of the dementia and a lot of the diseases are caused by diabetes, low blood sugars, high blood sugars, and spiking. So we don't want to do that. I can probably go on the limb and say, all of us, you, what about you people? Who are you calling you people? What do you mean? All of us probably do not want to get diabetic dementia. Now you may want to, and I had to kind of question your motives. So don't forget, please subscribe. That's a Super Bowl special. We're having a Super Bowl special. You can subscribe for free. Right there. Boop, 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 boop. Just hit that subscribe button. You will be subscribed, you fine people. Right now you may be hearing in the background a noise. Sounds like a hair dryer. I ain't got no hair, so it's not coming from me. Some people say blow dryer, some people say hair dryer. Who knows what's correct? Let's go ahead and turn it off. That is the air fryer. You can hear a ding. I think. Yeah, you heard a ding. Okay, it was only heating up, preheating. Some people say you don't have to preheat it, and some people say you do. Who knows? What the jury's still out. What are your thoughts? Preheat your air fryer? Now, sometimes we know we have to preheat the oven because we want the oven to be the proper temperature. So, like if you're putting cookies in the oven, it's not preheating, it slowly preheats. You can have a melty mess of a cookie while it's not actually baking. Then you start baking. Oh, what a mess. I can't eat chocolate cookies, but it sure does sound good. What I'm going to do today, though, I'm going to make some Super Bowl keto bar food. Bar mix. Now there's a bar food company, a bar mix. I think it's called like Garettos. You've probably seen them. It's a mixture in a bag. Garettos. I think it's Garetto. It's an Italian company. They have like little things of rye bread they're tiny, and heavily toasted, and they're delicious. And they have some pretzels in there and different kinds of breads. And we put it on the thing complimentary. We'd fill the bowls when we bartend, and hopefully if it's a good bar they have a scoop that you can scoop it. Some people just pick out the parts they like with their hands and eat it. I say, hey, you don't be doing that. Get your hands out of there, use the scoop, and eat a balanced snack of pretzels and rye bread and all the other good stuff you like. It wasn't sweet, it was savory. So if they said to me, I kind of want something sweet, I said, I will make you a strawberry margarita or a daiquiri or some kind of sweet drink. I used to make this thing I used to call Rosebuds, which was made with Bacardi 151 rose lime juice. That was good, but boy, that 151, you better watch out. So anyway, can I drink now? Nope. Because why? Am I an alcoholic? No, but because alcohol is high in carbs. Mixers are high in carbs. So if you take an alcohol which is high in carbs, made out of grains, and then you're going to put some strawberries in there, and some sweet and sour, and some triple sec on top or whatever, woohoo! You got a week's worth of carbs in a little shot glass. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make this thing. It's not gonna be as good as that one, because that one is yum to your tum. That's the best one. Now some of the bars, if they were cheap, they would do things like get some big old bag of Walmart chips. Here's the chips. I mean, not chips. Like I have these. I'm not gonna eat these, but these are from the grocery outlet. This was like 39 cents. I think it was $4. They're low fat. They were like $4.99 elsewhere, and it was like 39 cents. So if you're a bar owner and you're pushing the cart through there to get some limes for tonight's rush, you see this, you might buy 4 or 5 bags of this, and then into the bowl they go, and everybody's, woo, pretzels! And they're excited to have pretzels. Some places have beer nuts. You can eat beer nuts with whiskey, with vodka, whatever you want to eat it with. It doesn't just have to be beer. But what we're going to do, the good ones, boy, they're really good. Some they have the real cheap ones from Walmart. Some come in a can like this, and you pour them in there. Some people have popcorn. They'll get they'll buy it, and they come in bags about the kitchen size trash cans, 3.5 feet tall, and it's tied up at the top and it's full of popcorn, and they pour it in these bowls and people are drinking and eating some popcorn. And is it warm popcorn? No. Is it buttered popcorn? No. Is it good popcorn? No. It's gross. So the best one is that one. I'll put the name down there. Do I get paid for that? No. Is it low carb? No. Is it keto? No. Do I eat it currently? Sadly, no. But they sure are delicious. I think it's Gyarados, something like that. I will pause this, turn it around, show you what we're going to do, show you the preparation area. We will be going back to the air fryer. Here we go. We're going to pause. And I didn't go through ingredients. What we're doing is we're going to just take some of the breads that we've been using lately. We've done one on keto bagels. There it is, the mysterious, the big urban legend. The Mythbuster, do these exist? Guess what? They sure do. These are from Aldi. Aldi keto-friendly bagels. Are there still some there? Sadly, there's not. Then we're going to do this. This is the protein bread. I did a video about this just yesterday. So if you want to see about some really delicious bread, this is from Primal Bakery. I bought it at Aldi. This is the only bag they had left. So I'm sure it sells out pretty quickly because I was there the day before that and I didn't even see it on the shelf. And then I came into the next day and there's one bag left. Then we're going to use these. These are these low carb down 4 net grams of carbs, flat out breads. I did a video about that. All this stuff right here, basically, I've done videos about. So you want to go back that way, you can see them all individually. These are just some low carb tortillas. We'll probably start with the low carb tortillas. Whoop, whoop. Okay, and these just happen to be from this company, KERO Carb Watch. Now these are kind of crunchy. They get the bag was open. I didn't realize that. So they did get some air to them. So that's why I'm going to do these first. Now, on the bagels and the bread, I'm going to prepare those and I'm not going to cut them. I'm going to prepare them and then I'm just going to toss them in the air fryer. These things I will probably cut first. I'll prepare them, then I'll cut them, because if you don't and they get really crispy and you try to cut them, they just crumble into pieces. So we'll do that. And then of course we're going to put some cheese. We got this shredded cheese. We got a little seasoning here. We'll put on some stuff. So we'll have just butter. Some will have some cheese. We have different varieties of cheese. Once again, these cheese have been used. This was used on the hamburgers. Then we have this one too. Was used on different videos as well. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go and get these ready. Let's do these first. So, and that's kind of gross around the bag, but I have limited space here. So we're gonna cook these first. We're gonna prepare these, and then we're gonna cut them, and then we will go, because these aren't gonna have cheese on them. If they have cheese on this, then basically we're just making a real thin quesadilla, and we're trying to make a chip kind of thing. So we want these to be crispy, not necessarily chewy, because we want to have something to have during the Super Bowl that we ordinarily couldn't have. So let's make this one just plain butter, I guess, and we'll put a little. We're not gonna put cheese on these. That's okay. We're not gonna put any cheese on these. We're just gonna pop them in here with just whatever kind of seasoning we choose to do. So since we can put probably 2 of these on here, so put a little butter, and then this will be just butter, and it'll be kind of messy. I guarantee you, we will make a little bit of a mess. But the thing with making a mess, we can always clean up a mess. I'm looking for a kind of a bread knife, and I didn't really find one, so I'll just use this knife right here. So I'll go ahead and cut these. I'll cut this first into like a chip, because otherwise, see, you hear it crunching. It's already crunching, so we don't want that to happen. We will go ahead and make this to here. Let me cut this one more time. So you don't have to have a shape like necessarily like a Dorito or something. You can do whatever you like with them. Looks like I didn't cut, and in different sizes too. Because it doesn't really matter. So all go into a bowl and be consumed. If it's yummy, consumed tomorrow. So we got those ready. I'm throwing right onto the basket. I'm not putting any kind of a lining. If I use cheese for these, I'd have to use a lining, because That's just the way it is. They're going to be there. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just put it there, because these don't matter. These are going to be turned, kind of shaken and turned a little bit, you know. Put too much butter the first time, I think. I've never done this before, ever. I did make pita chips. I didn't film that. This before I had a channel. I did make some low-calorie pita chips, or before I really knew about how high carbs could be in pita bread. So I did make a video of that because I didn't have a channel. Well, you know, I could have made a video without a channel, of course, but I did not. So we're going to put some seasoning on this one. Put a little seasoning. And then we're going to cut this up. And then we'll probably go, I don't know, maybe we'll check it, but probably 2 minutes on each side. That's made me sneeze. And then this, it's kind of like a taffy pull. The taffy is delicious, but you gotta put butter all over your hands and pull taffy. Have you ever pulled taffy? Taffy says, "Don't be pulling me." Okay, we got this one. And if we don't butter these, we could put them in without any butter, but as we know, everything's better with butter. So let's go and do these first. These two, while we get the next ones ready. And away they go. The temperature, I just set them at 375. I don't really know what temperature is best. So we'll do this on this one. We'll do the same thing. Maybe one with nothing on it, just chopped up. That's not long enough. It does that sometimes. It's kind of like you gotta pass something, pass a certain thing, and then come back to it. Because that's definitely not enough. Now these are not so hard. I could probably do these and then cut them, but since I cut the first ones, I'll cut these two. These are not tortillas. These are a Mediterranean bread. I think this is something in sea salt, so we'll do one with nothing on it, but it will have some of its own seasoning because the flatbreads are seasoned. So we'll do one with no seasoning on it at all, and one we'll do this. I think these are, I can cut these together, and these will not be shaped like a Dorito because the fact that they're not round. And how am I gonna do it? Like this, maybe? Okay, we gotta pull it down there. The only problem with this is cutting that line going across that. The line was already cut, so here's right here. The only problem is it's going to be probably separating them. So let's put it like this. Maybe separate this and season one side and not the other side. Definitely need this paper towels. And they're getting kind of crispy. But like we're saying, this is almost the wrong way of doing this because it's going to be ordinarily if you're making something, you're not going to want to make it. We're almost burning it. That's what I guess we're trying to say. We're almost going to burn this because we want it to be crispy. So if we didn't want it to be crispy, then we could do it soft. But if we want this to be crispy, and does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts a little bit. Okay, we'll do this way. And then when these are done, we're gonna put them in this. Do you have one of these? A bowl? This is like a professional style mixing bowl. Like Jethro Bodine on the Beverly Hillbillies, that'd be his cereal bowl. He's always eating cereal. A lot of people think they can have, if the serving size is one bowl full of cereal, they think, oh, this will be fine, even though this is a salad, enough to serve 5 people their salad out of. Check this one more time. Some people are really good at flipping this, like you flip an egg. I can flip an egg, a fried egg, but I'm not really good at flipping this for some reason. maybe lack of experience. Definitely could be. It smells good. It smells good. Now, is it going to taste just like a Dorito chip? No. Why? It's not a Dorito chip. Is it going to taste just like Fritos? No. You know why? It's not Fritos. How about, will it taste just like, I don't know, Cheetos? No, not Ketos. So it will not taste like any of those things. Okay, now, these do not have to be totally, really hard, crispy. Like you would have right out of a chip bag, because we're going to let them set. There's a word for it. I can't remember. It's not dry. It's not, dry out. I can't remember what it's called. It's not set. It's something like that, kind of like setting cement. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. This will be next. And then I think we're going to cut up this bagel and go with it. Now the bagel will need probably more time, I would imagine. And I don't think we need this many bread. I don't know why I took 3 out. But anyway, this is the bread. This is the bread I was telling you about, Primal Bakery. I don't believe that's their own company. I think it's just a company that they have at Aldi. Remember, Aldi is a store from Germany. Yeah, these are pretty good. It's a store from Germany. And they are, let's just try not to look at it again. Watch pop, right? Just let it go with her. But they're a store from Germany, and they're owned by Trader Joe's owns, they own Trader Joe's. I guess they're bigger in Europe than Trader Joe's is here. That means they've got to be huge. I have no idea how big that company is. But that is from there. Egg prices continue to rise. Someone's blaming Trump for that. The reason that we're having high egg prices has nothing to do with the election and who's president. It has to do with bird flu, and sadly the flocks of birds are dying. So I don't think that's Biden's fault. Biden's not a farmer. He's a truck driver and drives on a train, toot, toot, and all that. But he's not a farmer as far as we know. Would he be old Farmer Joe, Farmer Joe's hot dogs, or something like Farmer John? But no, Biden's not a farmer, an egg rancher. Neither is Trump, and I don't think they have anything to do with that. The eggs are now, the chickens are now spreading the bird flu to the cows. Now, is it a cow flu? Is it a bird flu? And this has nothing to do with RFK drinking raw milk. Nothing. See, these are crispy now. See? And they will dry. Do they like chips? Can you see? Okay, now this one. But anyway, so that's what's going on with the birds. So those of you that may be a conspiracy theorist and think that maybe the Russians are doing that, or maybe it's the Kardashians. Really, it's because, sadly, we look at eggs are expensive, but we also, those are animals. Sadly, they are perishing. And those are animals that we don't really, we do kill that animal for food in the form of a chicken. But when we make eggs, we don't necessarily fry them up, although you could. Let's go ahead and go with some bagel action here. Now the bagels can have cheese on there, so we'll put cheese on one, and we'll put no cheese on the other. Now there's something called, I don't know if you've ever had British cheese bread. It's similar, not exactly the same, but it's similar to our grilled cheese sandwich, but it's open-faced. It's an open-faced sandwich. So it has this, I probably have enough butter in there. I don't have to, probably just put some butter like this and rub the back sides of everything. Like this. It's probably fine. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But anyway, so they have that, and they'll cook the bread if you ever want the recipe for that. If you got a good keto bread, I can do one on that as well. But they cook both sides, about 2 minutes on each, in an air fryer or in a regular oven or whatever. These are not going to take as long. These are a lot thinner than that tortilla was. I don't know much about Mediterranean wraps at all, but I do know that those are actually thinner. So, and I don't know why. So this we're going to go and we're going to put it here first. Let's try one of these on half of a bagel. So the bagel will maybe cook different. And this is Tillamook cheese. Tillamook is from Oregon. Maybe I'll fold this like I do with a burger, so it doesn't come off the edge. I have no idea how this is going to go. This might be more like a grilled cheese sandwich, but this is just a snack bowl. Because that's what I'm making. Not only is I'm making a chip bowl, So I can't really have pizza. So what I do for Super Bowl tomorrow, I'll probably make a video of that. I won't be using the air fryer, maybe to heat the bread, but I'm going to make some barbecue chicken sandwiches with keto barbecue sauce. I have a new keto barbecue sauce I haven't used before, but I don't think I'll be using that because I still have enough of the old one. Maybe I'll do a taste test and other. People say, you know, when you do a taste test, right, you can just pour some on a spoon to try it. Yuck. You know, why would you do that if you could all? I mean, I'll stick my finger on the top of the bowl, boop boop. But why not have it on chicken or something? Yeah, they say if you flip around like that, you don't really have to turn them upside down, and you don't want to lose the seasonings you put on there. I don't know. That smells really good. That one smells good. The other one didn't smell bad. It just kind of smelled plain. This just basically smells like tortilla chips. These are just like tortilla chips now. I'll crunch once you hear it. Yum. Tastes just like a tortilla chip. I don't need salsa to dip in, but that is good. Probably 2 more minutes on that one. We'll try this one. This video is going to go kind of long. I have no idea how long this will be because I've never done this before. We have 2 more things to cook. So if you need to go get a snack and come back, just go and pause it. Then come back and you can watch it. Okay? Oh, there we go. Let's take a look. Yeah, just like the other ones, let's go ahead and give it just a few more minutes. Don't worry, look at it. Now the next one will probably take a little bit longer. I might even have to turn the heat up on that for those thicker ones. I don't know. That's weird. It's making me go to 5 in the back. This air fryer is not necessarily all that old, but I use it a lot. So we'll try that with this one, and then maybe we'll make one of these with this cheese and one with that cheese. So we'll have some things with cheese, some without any cheese. And also if we want to make any more, so we eat this and we need some more. Halftime is about 20 minutes long. This video is already 22 minutes long, but if we don't make as much, it won't take as long. And also we'll know what we're doing. Because we don't know what we're doing right now, do we? I should have this video out. If this finishes about 4:20, I can have this video out at 5 p.m. probably, about 5 p.m. Pacific time. I can't have any milk right now, so I can't try the cheese because I can't have any dairy 2 hours before and 2 hours after I take one of my antibiotics for my toe. I'm either on 2 different antibiotics and a placebo, or 2 different antibiotics and a third antibiotic if I got the real medicine, because I'm on a clinical trial for the third. It's not one that you make a lot of money, like, you know, a couple $1,000s. It's just trying out something. The VA gives you some travel money to do that. These are done. Now, some people are also really good at popping out the basket. I'm not one of those people. Now this one right here, I won't be able to turn it over. So this would be more like a cheese sandwich. What they do when they make the other sandwich, they cook both sides of the... No, maybe I will do that. I'll make it more like that. I'm going to cook both sides, and then I'll apply the cheese. I'll do that with this too. So I'll get this ready. And this will be one kind of cheese and the other kind of cheese. So we'll cook both sides. Then we'll flip it over and we'll cook just the cheese on the other side. That's how they make British, I think they call it British cheese bread. It's like a breakfast bread they use. Kind of like a open face. But I've had it before. Not a low carb variety, but just that. And we're almost done here. So we'll put, on this one we'll put both with cheese. I'll put one with this cheese and one with that cheese. Someone once before said, can I put the recipe in the description? It's not really a recipe. This is just kind of shoot from the hip. Can you say shoot? That Washington Bullets had to change their name from the Bullets to whatever they're called now, the Senators, because bullets are not allowed. I don't know if you can say, if you're allowed to say, shoot. Shoot. These are, like I said, these are thicker, so these will take longer. Turn up a little bit. Now I'm going to turn up a little bit for that one. And yes, I know I did it dumb, but I flip it over and cook the other. Well, no, I'm going to flip it over and cook the other side, then I can do it. I'm saying I'm going to put it on the back of the bagel. So I'll flip the bagel over. They kind of like glazed donuts, huh? Now they're not going to taste like glazed donuts because they're not glazed donuts, right? Did we get both sides? We did. I guess I can put the butter away now. Unless we need to make more. Let's see what the quantity looks like in the bowl. Once again, for the butter lady, where are you, butter lady? I'm gonna write you. She told me I was using the wrong kind of butter, but I really am using the right kind of butter. But it's in a dish of the wrong kind. This would probably be a better idea to get like maybe a dish towel versus paper towels because I'm not really good for the environment as many as I've had to use. But now, after it's done with getting butter on me. Now that's I didn't think about that. It's gonna pick up a little bit of flavoring from the stuff that we had flavored. The other ones I didn't clean out the basket, nor did I put any of the parchment paper. I could have put parchment paper down and done that, but I want to cook both sides without having to turn it too many times. And then, but I'd also have to change the parchment paper each time, you know. Whew. Hot. What do you mean the fryer's hot? Yeah, the fryer's hot. Now, like I said, these are not going to be really like chips. I could have cut this. People probably have had bagel chips before. I could have taken the bagel like this. You see, like this, and take the two halves, and then cut the two halves in half like that and make it thinner. But I have so much variety here; it's not really that important. Smells good. It doesn't look like too much when you think about. That's a lot if you think about one or two people eating some chips. But during the Super Bowl game, probably looks like very few. But we're not done yet. We ain't even. Well, we are halfway done. Although I said about the recipes, that there's not really a recipe. If you want to make some, help yourself. And please also, down below, put some hacks in there for me. Put some suggestions. Put some, hey, you know, I don't like to eat whatever. Well, those look good if you dip that in some, what's up, bruschetta, that Italian bread. Now this one's, you gotta be careful with that one. Woohoo! Okay, that was hot. A little bit. Where's my good knife? Not a good knife. My knife. This one we can probably cut right away. The other one might need to cool down a little bit. Now this is keto bagel. It probably tastes different on a regular bagel. It might taste better. I don't know. There. Now this is a lot thicker, so it's going to be a little different. But I know that's not done. This will be a little thicker than the other stuff we've made. So we'll put those in there and spin them around. And just dry them. I guess that's cool. No, it hasn't cooled enough. We'll let that cool a little bit for cutting. Now this will both have cheese on it, so we'll probably let those cool. We make a colorful bowl. See, so there's not a bowl of chips. This is like bar food. Now, if this was those I think that like gordini. I can't remember. You know what it is. You buy those in little bags too. Gordidelli, gordillos, stuff like that. So these have got all these different kinds of chips. It also would have some little piece of rye bread and all that. But a lot of that, I'm sure there is some form of a rye bread that's keto. I guess, right? Put it that way. I'll let that cool a little bit more too. It's not there yet. I should have used more colorful cheese on that one, I guess, for my photo, but that's going to taste good, I think. It smells really good. Put that cheese back in here. What are you guys eating for Super Bowl? Anything good? Okay. But this might be a little too hot. These are a bit more colorful. Definitely we're going to have to fold this under. I got better fingers. There we go. Yeah, this cheese is a little bit cheaper. It doesn't have the little things in between. Fold it under. Maybe I should have put the cheese in a bowl before I started because I put a little sauce, ooh, that's way too much. On the wrong side. So that's gonna be flavorful. Okay, let's cut this. Yeah, that cheese is not too forgiving, huh? I can tell you this would be good right now, just not as a chip thing. Put this one away. I think we put everything away. I think we have enough. We're not gonna make more. See if I get this done by 4. Maybe about another 10 minutes. I should have it out by 5. The reason I want to have this out today is because you still have time to go to the grocery store to get yourself some yummy items, to make yourself some yummy chips and bar mix. You can make it just with the chips if you wanted, like these. See, they're nice and hard. You can do that, or you can add something more to it. So this is basically 2 kinds of chips and 2 different types of like breads. And once I cover this up and let it continue its process of whatever that's called, setting, maybe, I don't know what it's called. It's not setting. I don't think maybe it is setting. A little bit more. It's not melted enough. Now, it might have been a mistake. When I put that last seasoning on, I used the side where you pour it into a cup to see how much you have, or if you need a half a cup of seasoning or something. But that's what we look like so far. So we got our bagels with cheese, and then in here, down below, probably bagels without cheese, and we got tortilla chip and Mediterranean chips. This is a long video. I did not mean for this video to go this long. I thought it'd be done. I thought it'd take about 25 minutes, and we're right now at 30, almost 35 minutes. But I didn't know what I was doing, so could I do this faster next time? Sure. Now they know. And also not stopping to talk about it, doing a preview of what we're going to do and all that. But just to throw this all together. If you were going to do it with the amount we've done right now, probably you can get that done in about 20 minutes maybe. Because I talked about it, what I was going to do for about 8 minutes before I started, so that all together took about 17 minutes. So, and it's still going for a little bit. So I would think maybe about 20 minutes. Hi. Okay, same thing. We'll let these sit for a second. For some reason, that cheese doesn't have the same kind of. I can't remember what they call them. The Tillamook is a better cheese, or whatever that cheese is. Whatever that's not Tillamook. Whatever that cheese company is, I think it's a little bit better than the ones you put on top of a pizza. Because you put on top of a pizza, they know how long it needs to be cooked to make a pizza. So maybe it's that has something to do with it. That one does not want to melt. This one we can kind of pat it out to the side there, the cheese on everything. As you can see, it's a little too melty right now to put out, to cut, I think. Let's see. If I had a pizza knife, pizza roller, then I can cut right through this. We'll go ahead and cut it. But we will, even though we're cutting now, we'll go and let it cool before we put it in the bowl. We don't want the cheese to fall off. That might be the best we can do on that one. Doesn't want to melt. So, I'll cut that. It's hot. It just doesn't want to cut. Hot. Let me let these cool down for just a couple minutes here. Wash my hands, put it all together. Another thing about this video, it's going to take a while to upload it into YouTube. And then I have to upload it into YouTube, then I have to download it, do the thumbnail, and all that. Like this maybe. There, I think it looks pretty good. There's a large amount of items. And that's it. And we'll go and turn this around. Let's go ahead and just see if we can just turn this around here. And that's what it looks like. Hope you enjoyed. So we got our Mediterranean chips, our tortilla chips. Now these are all both low carb, so they're gonna taste a little different. Bagel with nothing, bagel with cheese, and then we got our breads with our cheese on there. Take care, everyone. Have a happy day. Have a good Super Bowl. Hope the team you want to win wins. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, give me some comments. Take care. Bye-bye.